The San Jose Museum of Quilts and Textiles is a vibrant museum where we celebrate the art of creators of quilting and textiles. What is unique about our museum is that we were the first museum in the U.S. to focus on quilts and textiles. At any given time, there are about 60 or 70 pieces on display. The best comment is, these are not your grandmother's quilts. I love that comment when people come in and they're like just surprised. They love the artistic quality of the quilts, the artistic excellence of our exhibitions. The key areas of the museum are the community gallery, which greets you as you enter the museum, which is a space for crafting, where the craft is complimentary and free and anyone can participate. The other key space in the museum is our Yvonne Porcella space, and that's where we have our Fiberspace program. And Fiberspace is a program where we have groups of 3 artists, quilts or textile artists or professional quilting groups, and they can fill out an application and they can have a show in the museum. They can hang their artwork. And then the other fabulous space of the museum is the space we're in now, which is one of our main galleries, and we have 3 large galleries where we show our main exhibitions. The museum does have a mandate to show California artists' work, but a lot of the shows that we get if we travel them, such as Quilt National, includes the work from other artists, nationally and sometimes internationally. The square footage of the museum is 13,000 square feet, and it includes a space that a lot of the public doesn't get to see, which is our collections, which is behind the museum. And we have 850 quilts and textiles in our collection. In the hallway, you can see some fabulous, large, very large art quilts by Roz Cross. Roz was a very innovative artist, and she created these art quilts so that the pieces are very three-dimensional. We have 6 Bernina sewing machines that we bring out on First Friday, and we have children, ages 6, 5, 7 sewing on the machines. It's the first time that some of them have even seen sewing machines, and they love it. They have a great time. It's important for the museum to be here focusing on quilts and textiles because quilting is art, and that it crosses boundaries. It can touch people's hearts. It can touch people's souls. It also can touch on subjects that might be very emotional or very political. And so it's very important that the museum focus on quilts and textiles as art. This is the only museum in the Bay Area region to focus on quilts and textiles. So if you want to see the best quilts and contemporary textiles, you need to come here. The museum is a jewel, and it's a great community asset, and every quilter in America should be supporting their local quilt or textile museum. We have a website. It's www.sjquiltmuseum.org, and they can also catch us on Facebook at SJ Quilt Museum or on Twitter at SJ Quilt Museum.
I'm so lucky to have the museum in my backyard. Really?
You really are. And if you come visit the museum here, you'll find that the exhibits in the main galleries change about 3 times a year, and in the Yvonne Porcella gallery, more often than that.
And the gift shop is mighty nice too.
And Alex, one other little piece of trivia that we want to mention to our TQS followers is that the sidewalk in front of the museum has little kind of quilt blocks in them, and it was a community project that was ultimately designs photographed by the TQS photographer Gregory Case, and then the joint effort of turning those into the little plaques that you see on the sidewalk. I think that's very cool.
This is really a great way to spend your day.